What's up, y'all? It's Alwin Sheriff, aka Alwin the Sheriff of all things innovative, and this is the ATS Podcast. Here on the ATS Podcast, we talk about all things science, technology, and psychology related, and it's my hope that I'm making the world a better place, one new video at a time. Quick updates, make sure you go to alwinthesheriff.com and make sure that you hit that donation link. If you like and support my content, all donations are greatly appreciated. For now, I'm holding out on merch because I want to make sure that you guys get the best quality merch as possible. So if you go to the store, there's nothing there. It's just a blank white page. Like, I don't want you guys to think you're like in a white room or something, being like restrained. So like, yeah, don't go crazy on me, y'all. But yeah, make sure that you hit that donation link. I greatly appreciate it. 50% of every single thing that I make goes to science, technology, and climate change initiatives. And all I want to see is for the Earth to be able to make it to a type 1 civilization. It's all I care about. That's why I'm donating so much. And this is purely based off my content. So make a donation, guys. I greatly appreciate it. Help me help you make the world a better place. Let's get into it. Our first topic, our first subject is science. And we are talking today about the McPlant. Now, I read an article from thenextweb.com. It's obviously called McDonald's McPlant Burger. And so it looks like McDonald's is going to be launching its own McPlant Burger in 2021 to take on the Impossible Whopper. Now, here are some of the things that the article points out. It's testing this new plant-based burger in select markets starting in 2021 before potentially expanding to other regions. The company trialed a plant-based burger using Beyond Meat patties last year in Canada. And they're not sure who will be supplying the McPlant yet. It could be a call for concern because no one really knows like what's going to be going into these patties. So if people don't really know the supplier, then they're just like, okay, like if it's not Beyond Meat and it's not the other competitor, and I should know this competitor. I completely forgot I did a video on both of these suppliers. Like then people will think, okay, like that's kind of weird. Like, you know, what are you guys like putting into these patties? Like this is just like come on now, like. But yeah, those are just like some of the fewer, you know, things that the article point out. Not too much to say on this, to be honest. Like, I know I only have like 4 minutes left, but just to like, you know, start this off, like, I mean, I just thought it was weird that they decided to call it the McPlant Burger. I mean, like, I kind of feel like if you're trying to come up with a name for a burger, that's probably the least appealing name you could possibly ever come up with. I mean, it's almost as if like all they're doing is just putting leaves, you know, on like 2 buns. You know what I mean? It's just like, okay, like, do you guys want the McPlant Burger? Oh, it's not even a burger. It's just like a bunch of plant leaves, like in between 2 buns. It's just like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, and just from the sound of it, it just sounds really unappealing, Didi. I mean, I don't know. I applaud McDonald's, like in some regards, just because like, and I've heard many people say this before, and I find it to be true. We're now kind of being able to just providing this alternative to like people who are vegan, you know, who don't have too many options like when they travel and stuff like that. It's an awesome opportunity for them to be able to, you know, eat at McDonald's. You know, there's it's great to have options on the menu where, you know, they have, you know, a burger patty that's not actually made of meat. It's actually made of plant-based substances. And this is a great opportunity for vegans to be able to take advantage of this. It's not nutritious. I'm not entirely sure if I pointed out the fact that it was nutritious, you know, in my last review video. That's just scrap all that. It's not nutritious. I mean, I don't know. It right now is just a whole conversation surrounding it. The fact of the matter is the majority of the benefit comes from it just being an alternative to, you know, to meat. You know, and a lot of people, you know, who would be willing to make the transition might actually find that some of these plant-based meat patties are actually pretty good. I've tried them myself. The McPlant Burger, I don't know. We'll just have to see about that. I wonder how cheap they're going to be since they're being sold to McDonald's. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if like, I just wonder like if they're probably going to be selling it at like, I don't know, like, you know, $4 or $5 cheaper than what they sell, you know, the Impossible Whopper for at Burger King. Like, I'm pretty sure like the Impossible Whopper is like, how much was that? Because I remember like I bought like 3 Impossible Whoppers for my brothers, like at Burger King, and it costed me over like $20. And I was like, yo, like, what's going on here? I think it was like $7 per like Impossible Whopper, but I just remember doing that, and I was just kind of blown because I was like, yo, like I actually like spent a lot of money, like the Impossible Whopper's no joke, but it was good though. It tasted good. It tasted like a real meat patty. There's this strange aftertaste. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Like I don't know if anybody's like experienced that, but there was like this strange aftertaste for me, and I just wasn't like feeling that all too much. Other than that, it just like it tasted pretty good. You know what I mean? So I have like no complaints at all. But yeah, the McPlant, like I don't know. Every single time I just say that, it just sounds so funny in my mouth. Just like the McPlant. Why don't they call it like the McPatty? You know what I mean? Or just something like, it just sounds so weird. Like it just, and why does everything just have to begin with Mick? You know what I mean? Like why can't it just be like its own thing? Like I don't know. But overall, I think it's pretty awesome that McDonald's is doing this. They're providing opportunities for vegans. And this is a great opportunity for them to expand their opportunities in the market. This is coming in 2021. Of course, I'm going to try it myself. It's going to be awesome. I think that I've always just like played around with the idea of just pranking like someone one day who's like a meat lover with one of these patties. And I just really wonder what they would say. You know what I mean? Like I've just always dreamed of that. Like like it's just like you put the patty on the grill and then you hand it off to them and they're probably just like, yeah, I love meat. Yeah, I'm a meat lover. Yeah, it's delicious. And then all of a sudden in the middle of their chewing, you just say, that's a McPlant patty. And you're just like, what? Like I just want to see the expression on the face. It's like, no, I love meat. Hey, give me meat. I love meat. It sounded wrong. But nah, like I just always dream of that day. But nah, yeah, my time's up. Overall, yeah, again, like I was saying before, this would be a great opportunity for McDonald's to expand their horizons. It's going to be a great opportunity for them to, provide an option for vegans. And yeah, I can't wait for it to come. Next subject. Technology. So I read an article from Gizmodo, and it's talking about, this was probably like, this one's interesting. Listen to this. So basically, I read this article from Gizmodo, and they're talking about the My Girlfriend and Walk rig. And it's basically a robotic hand that helps simulate hand-holding experiences. And this robotic hand is particularly for people, or particularly for men, who enjoy walking in the park, with women, and so what they're doing with this robotic hand is all the features are actually really incredible to me. Like what they're doing is they're taking all the features from what you would normally experience from like a hand holding experience with a woman, and they're putting all these features into this robotic hand. From like, sweating to squeezing to here. Let me just provide you the details from the article because I thought it was really interesting. Originally, I wanted to use this for the psychology segment, but then I realized there's so many features involved in this, like in terms of technology, but that I just can't help but share it, like, in this technology segment. So the article points out a few things. So it's called the My Girlfriend and Walk rig. So it's a robotic hand on a rig. And it's designed to simulate a woman's hand. Now, the features of the technology are very intricate. Now, they use soft material to create and mimic human flesh. The fingers can detect pressure and squeeze back when it's gripped tightly. And it also has a heating mechanism, so the hand can actually heat up. The hand has artificial sweat pores. And it's supposed to be subtle so that you don't get that dead fish feeling from the hand. So, like, the robotic hand actually, like, sweats. Like you can feel like moisture whenever you're holding it and gripping it and stuff like that. And it also creates a walk in the park experience when the hand is mounted on a sliding rail running perpendicular to the wearer's arm. Now this is to help simulate when you're trying to match someone's pace and they either walk ahead of you or they walk slower than you. So the hand is like on a rig, and there's this mechanism with the rig and the robotic hand where if you speed up or you slow down, it kind of the rig helps the robotic hand either change the way it moves ahead of you or change the way it moves behind you. So it can actually feel like the robotic hand is actually pulling you along, or you're pulling the robotic hand along from time to time when you're walking. And this is like, I'm telling you, goes like real in depth. It's really interesting. And the researchers even scented the artificial hand with a floral shampoo fragrance. Just imagine lifting one of these things up to your face, talking about some. It feels good and smells good. But not continuing on. Yeah, those are all the details from the article. Yeah, just my thoughts. Yeah, I'm curious, like why this has only been designed for men. You know what I mean? I wonder if these are features that you can solely attribute to women's hands. I don't know. I was kind of confused about that. I mean, maybe they're just targeting men with this product. It could actually work for women too. But yeah, I was just curious about that. Like, so what would be the differentiations if it came to creating a product like this, solely for women, or maybe women can use it too. You know what I mean? I was just kind of, yeah, I guess it's safe to assume that they're probably just targeting men with this product. But I mean, it just, when they say like, I mean, they call it the My Girlfriend in Walk rig. So, you could tell they're targeting men, but it's like if they want it to be all inclusive, they want to include women in buying the product too. It's just like, I don't know if that's like the best name to use, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're just targeting men. But yeah, like originally I was going to include this in my psychology segment because I was thinking to myself, like, what are the benefits that people would actually get from this? Like, you would probably think to yourself, why would I buy this? I could just hold my own hand. You know what I mean? Like, that sounds so weird. I'm actually imagine walking in the park and you're holding your own hand and like someone's just looking at you like, are you okay? Just like, yeah, I'm just holding my own hand here. Just like, oh, would you like me to hold it for you? Be like, no, I'm okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure who you are, where you come from, but nah, like, what are the actual benefits, that are derived from this? And I was actually really curious. So I just went on Google, did a tiny bit of research, and I read somewhere that the physical act of holding hands releases oxytocin, which not only promotes feelings of trust and bonding with your partner, but helps reduce pain levels. So my question after reading this was, do people really get the full-on experience? Like the robotic hand itself, right, helps simulate this experience. But if people know it's a robotic hand, does it still give them the same feelings? Like I don't know. I guess you would probably just have to, I don't know. Because I was thinking to myself, okay, like if what I'm saying kind of holds true, that you would probably need to know the person is a human being to get that full-on experience. Like you'd probably have to blind date someone. Like literally blind date someone. Like put a blindfold around their head. Like tell them that, you're going on a date with some mysterious woman, like, and this could probably be your friends who are probably like, ashamed that like you never ever get the chance to really get to interact like, or you just really have a really hard time like interacting with women and stuff like that. But they probably take you to the park, blindfold you, put this robotic hand in your hand, be like, hey, this is Clara. Say hi, Clara. They probably got some like, they probably, one of them raises their iPhone talking about some, hello, John. It's just like a robotic voice. And you're probably just like, let's get it. And like, I don't know, like you're just walking with the robotic hand and you're just like, it feels like everything I dreamed of. Your hand is sweating. Your artificial pores feel so real. You must be a real woman. When I squeeze your hand, you squeeze back. Like every single time I walk along, like it seems like I'm pulling you along, and when you're ahead of me, you're pulling me along. Like, and then he'll probably get to a point where he'll probably be like, let me, I don't know, like let me, I don't know, touch your face or something. And then she's just like, no, she doesn't like to be touched on the face. She's. I don't know. She's making sure that her face is perfect for you in the future. So I don't know. She's cleaning it up. But but just like that whole experience itself would be like, just like you could make that work. This could actually work for people like that. Like no lie. But now, would I personally use this product? Yeah, I'll go to the dentist's office with this thing. I'll go to the grocery store with this thing. Y'all can look at me and say I'm weird. I really don't care. I'd love it. I'd love to squeeze a robotic hand. My only worry, literally, is that like there would be some people who would potentially misuse this. You know what I mean? For all the men out there, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Can it be used for other things? But no. But nah, yeah. That brings that subject to an end amount of time. But yeah, I me personally, yeah, I think it'd be really interesting. I feel like I could, like, if I started using it, like here, like in the U.S., like, and I don't even know if it's like even available in the U.S. This was being made at by a team of researchers at Gifu University in Japan. But if I feel like I can make this blow up. Like I can make this a thing. Like I feel like anybody could make it a thing. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. Anyway, next subject. Last subject. Psychology. I read an article from spring.org, and this article talks about one of the best ways to reduce stress, and this is one of my own personal favorites. It's called walks in nature. That is the best possible way you can reduce stress. And I literally do this every single morning. Like I love doing it. Like I love being able to get up in the morning, get some exercise, breathe in that fresh air, feel that cool breeze across my face. Like and just taking it all in. And like I love the wind, and contrary to what a lot of people might enjoy, I actually very much enjoy walking in the rain. Like not terrible rain, not like hurricane weather and stuff like that. That'd just be like, that'd be just like weird. Has anybody seen that one video where that guy's literally like outside of his car collecting like, you know, like hurricane, like wind strength data, I think, from like the storm or something. And he's just like holding up like the antenna thing and he's just being like blasted back. Like some people will probably think, oh, I enjoy that. But nah, like I just enjoy the rain. Like, and usually it's just like light drizzles. You know what I mean? It just makes me feel like there's some studies behind this. It's just a real interesting feeling that you get from it. No, I'm okay, everyone. I'm okay. All right, relax. Like, you know, you don't have to start calling me up during the podcast. But nah, like it's just like it's a really good feeling. I feel like a lot of people should try it. But here's some details from the article. It basically talks about how a 20-minute stroll in nature is the most efficient way to reduce stress levels. And this is what new research has been finding. So while you're taking these walks, you can't use phones, you can't talk to anyone, you can't read. You're just in nature, literally. And I do this like every single day in the morning. Like I just go out and I walk around, breathe in the air. Maybe I'll listen to a little bit of music, but you just can't be doing anything. You just take it all in. You just breathe. Helps me reduce my stress and anxiety. Go out, just breathe, enjoy it, and really just be a part of nature. And Dr. Mary Carol Hunter of the first study pointed out the researchers knew that spending time in nature was good for you. They just weren't sure how much time should be spent outside. So I believe that they're saying 20 to 30 minutes of sitting or walking in nature is your best bet. And it helps reduce the stress hormone cortisol. They conducted an experiment with 36 people over an 8-week period, and they were trying to discover this optimum time. And the optimum time that they discovered was 20 to 30 minutes, which I think is really awesome. And it kind of, and I was actually doing 20 to 30 minutes before even reading this article. I just wanted to share this with you guys because I thought it was really interesting. For some of you who even have stress and anxiety out there yourselves, like this is really like an awesome thing to be doing in the morning, you know, in case you're like just before you're getting ready to go to the office or anything. I definitely suggest that you guys should try it. Apart from that, yeah, I think those are pretty much most of the details from the article. Yeah, like I'm again, like this has definitely helped me with like my own anxiety. Like sometimes like even in the past, like I've had trouble, you know, just like early in the morning get it. And this goes as far back as like even like middle school. Like my anxiety even like on the first day of my time in 6th grade, like the first day of school of 6th grade, like I would wake up in the morning and I'll just feel absolutely nauseous. Like I'll feel like absolutely terrible. And I would think to myself like, yo, like where's this feeling coming from? I don't even know where this like feeling's coming from. I feel terrible. I don't feel energized at all. It's probably one of the worst feelings in the world. Like, you know, and this lasted, you know, all the way up to this point in my life where I'm finally actually being able to do things that are helping me reduce my stress and anxiety, But like, I was just wondering like why my anxiety was so bad and what I could actually do to help remedy it. And, so meditating, taking walks in the morning, doing breathing exercises, it's really helpful. It's really awesome. I feel like, something like this could be extremely beneficial, like, even in your older years, you know what I mean? Where I think some people say that like sometimes stress is like the biggest killer, it could be the reason why, people die so early or just like age so quickly and stuff like that. So even continuing this, even into like, your many later years, like your senior years, like I feel like this could be extremely beneficial. And and the cool air just helps me relax. Like I just like feeling the breeze across my face. Like the only struggles I really be having when I'm, participating, in, walking around, churches like and stuff in the morning, because there's this little church like right across the street from like my apartment complex, and I just take laps around that joint. The only thing that really trips me up about it, dude, like the only thing that will ever make me feel weird about walking around so early in the morning and just like randomly walking around while not doing anything and just taking in nature is just like when you're in front of construction workers or stuff like that early in the morning and you trip. And I've tripped so many times and it just feels so weird. They're just like, look at that guy. He's trying to reduce his anxiety. Little did he know that he was going to trip this morning. Like, and I'm just looking back at them like, come on, man, just mind your own business. Go back to doing your own thing. Like, don't laugh at my pain. I just like, it just sucks. You know what I mean? Like, certain things that you wouldn't want people to see you like experience. Like, yeah, I've had those moments in my life, and just tripping is just one of the worst. Like, and I trip a lot. Like when I'm just taking my laps and they're just like, look at that guy. He just tripped. That just made my day just a little bit better. I live to make people's lives better anyway. I don't know. That's one of my, like, that's one of my core purposes. So I don't even care. But another thing that I just be struggling with, man, when I take these laps around the morning, man, are these cats, man. Like I'm in a turf war with these black cats. Like I see them near the construction site, bro. And every single time I'm trying to turn the corner from this lap that I'm always taking, bro, they're always like on me. You know what I mean? They're trying to put the pressure on me. I can tell like they're really like, yo, like what are you doing here? Like we've been here since day one, bro. You think this is a game? Like, nah, like we own this turf. Like we own this space. You really want a piece of us? And I'm just like, bro, I'm just trying to get to where I need to be. Nah, I'm just like, nah, bro, you can catch bad luck and this fade. And I'm just like, well, chill out. But sometimes I'll be taking them head on. You know what I'm saying? I won the last round. You see, like when I come back tomorrow, like when I come back the next time, like I'm doing my laps, like he's definitely gonna be in for it. I feel like Rocky Balboa sometimes, bro. Like I'm ready to beat the brakes off that thing, bro, and his posse, because his people be rolling up sometimes. But nah, man, yeah, that's oh man, that's pretty much it, guys. That anybody who want to take laps with me in the morning and take on these cats, bro, just let me know. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's the last subject. I really appreciate you guys tuning in again. Really appreciate it. Make sure you go to alwinthesheriff.com and hit that donation link, like I said. Make sure that if you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell for notifications. If you always want to be updated on my incoming podcast episodes. Make sure that you also, if you're watching this on any one of my podcast hosting sites, make sure you hit that follow and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it, guys. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, go to alwinthesheriff.com and support. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next. Oh, closing thoughts. Hey, bro, who wants to catch a fade with one of these stray cats? All right, y'all. Peace out. Ah!